Alright, everybody. So, I'm in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, currently. And, I know it's been most of the day. I haven't uploaded this video yet, but, I have some time now, so I figured I'd go ahead and upload it. Okay, where did I leave off? I left off at Price, Utah. So we stopped and got a hotel room in Price, Utah. We get up the next day, and we get up early. I think we only got 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep or something like that before we started moving. So we get up the next day, get in the truck, sun's up, everything. We start moving, and we get on down the road, and of course, we're on US 6. So US 6 goes down and it bumps into I-70 at that point, and right there where it bumps into I-70, about 16 miles after that, you run into 16 or 18 miles. Or right around 20 miles, let's say. Right after that, you run into 191, which goes south into Moab. And at the time, I didn't know that, but I knew that was one of the routes we had been looking at. It's before GPS on the phone, so we've got the map out. We're looking at the map and everything, and we're trying to figure out which direction we're going to go. Well, going down through Moab and everything, this is early cell phone technology, so there were already a lot of places where we didn't have cell phone coverage, and my uncle was trying to talk to one of his daughters while we were, on the road doing this. He was trying to keep up with one of his kids, and so he didn't want to miss too much time with her on his vacation. So but he's also trying to talk to her on a regular basis. My little water jug fellow, and everything. So I kind of looked at him and I said, okay, there was this rest area that kind of rested on this bluff, and when you got up to the rest area, and we stopped there to use the restroom, but we had to make a decision at that point which direction we were going to go. Were we going to take 191 and go south through Moab, through Cortez, Colorado, down to New Mexico, or were we going to go dead east on 70 up over the Rocky Mountains? And my uncle looked at me. I'll never forget this. And I've been there a couple times, this rest area since, but I'll never forget looking at that road. You're up about 50 feet on this bluff, and you're looking, here's that road going this direction, here's the road, here's I-70 going into the Rocky Mountains, And I said, we can go that way, or we can go that way. And he goes, okay, what's the difference? I said, well, that way is flatter, but there's going to be less cell phone coverage. And he goes, okay. I said, we'll probably get home a little sooner going that way. And he goes, all right. I said, if we go this way, up over, by the way, that's my gear shift is loose. So, if we go this way, up over the Rocky Mountains, you're more likely to have cell phone coverage in case we break down. Which we had already been pushing this thing to the point that I was worried that it might actually have a problem. So I said, but if we go that way, we'll go up over the Rocky Mountains, 11,000 feet elevation. This is 7,500 foot elevation. But if we go that way, we'll be in Denver by tonight and everything, and we'll be able to do whatever we need to do. So, and he said, which way is adventure? And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, this is my vacation. I want adventure. I said, okay, adventure would be that way, up 70. I said, this way is going to be easy. If we break down, we're not going to really have cell phone coverage, but if we go this way, there's more people. He goes, let's go that way. Okay, so we get back in the U-Haul truck, off we go. We pass right by 191. We're going into the Rocky Mountains, and that was a heck of a trip. We ended up climbing so many passes. We were in Glenwood Canyon. We were, through most of that area. It was snowing while we were up there. I didn't know anything about traction law at that point, So you're getting kind of a crash course of stuff, a little bit on and off as far as that stuff is concerned. And so we're hauling butt, doing about 65. That's about as much as the U-Haul truck would do. It's about 65. And we ended up climbing this hill, and I knew we're coming up into Vail. And it's snowing, and all this other stuff. We can't check the weather at that point. You just see clouds. And so it's snowing and everything, and you don't know what's going to happen next, and you got to get to the top of this mountain, and so we're climbing up the hill. We're doing about 30 miles an hour up the hill and everything in this U-Haul truck, and I just won't climb at all. And so we finally get to the top of Vail Pass, And I thought, oh good, we're at 10,666 feet, I think is what Vail Pass is at. And I thought, man, there's only 11. We only got to go to 11,000 feet in Eisenhower Tunnel, and then we'll be over the Rocky Mountains. We'll be on our way to Denver, right? So my uncle, there's snow everywhere on the ground. My uncle's like having trouble breathing at this point. I think this was sometime in late October when we're doing this. My uncle's having trouble breathing because of the elevation and everything. I said, look, we only got to go another 400 feet up. We'll be done at that point. We'll go over through Eisenhower Tunnel. It's not but a couple of more miles further up, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, I said, it'll be fine. It was okay. Well, we come out of Vail, and we drop down a little bit. I expected to drop down a little bit. I didn't expect to drop down as much as we did. So we come out of Vail, and we're dropping. It's like winding down. It's winding down still, and we're still dropping. I'm just like, we're dropping a lot. Like, this is more than I thought it should be. Like, this is well lower than I thought it should be. At one point, we come around this hill, this mountainside or whatever, this curve, and I can look down the road, and down there is Vail, and up there is Eisenhower Tunnel, like over there. And I'm just like, and I can see the road go down and wind around, and then make the turn, and then wind all the way up to Eisenhower Tunnel over there. And I went, oh shit. So, and I knew something in my gut just like started ringing. You know, it started telling me like, hey, you need to hit it. You need to hit it hard. Because if you don't, you're not going to make it to the top of Eisenhower Tunnel. Like, okay. I said, hang on, Uncle Ken. And so I floor it in this, like, you know, this U-Haul truck that I had called U-Haul and had asked them what size the engine was. It was a 327 cubic inch Chevrolet engine. So I'm just like, okay, so I mean, I kick it into gear. We're going off. We're taking off. Down the hill. I just floor it. And we go flying down the hill. And I get down to about Vail, and there's this curve, and it kind of is super elevated. It kind of curves this way and goes back towards Eisenhower Tunnel. And I just punched it. And I came down that hill so fast, I think we got up to about 90 miles an hour at the bottom of the hill. And remember, I'm in a 26-foot U-Haul truck. I'm in this 26-foot U-Haul truck. I'm pulling a trailer with a minivan behind me, and I'm doing like 90 miles an hour in a U-Haul truck, which is well over the speed that they recommend for the U-Haul trucks. And I just kept in it. We go around, we hit the hill, we start climbing up the hill, and we're slowing down. And I do all the truckers do. I throw on my blinkers, my hazards. Hey, I'm a slow-moving vehicle. Blah blah blah. And we slowly climb up the hill, and we're down to 30. Then we're down to 25, and then we're down to 20. And trucks are keeping up with us. But then we're down to 15, and now there are trucks passing me, and I'm just like, oh crap. And now we're down to 10. And I can see, and again, we're slowly curving up to Eisenhower Tunnel. We're getting real close to Eisenhower Tunnel, man. Now we're down to 5. And we hit 5 miles an hour just as we crested Eisenhower Tunnel, just over the edge. And my uncle's over in the seat, just like, I'm just like, what's wrong? He goes, altitude. At like 11,000 feet. I'm okay, but I had been somewhat acclimated because Twin Falls is at about 2,000 feet. Dallas is at like 500. So, anyway. So I'm somewhat acclimated at this point to the elevation a little bit better. I don't feel any different. I'm just like, I'm okay. So we're going down the, I'm picking it up. We're going down the hill. I said, all right. So if you pass out, you wake up. I said, you'll know why, because you passed out. And so we flew down the hill. And that's where I'm going to stop right now. There is more on the downhill side. I got to tell that story because it's pretty funny. But I'm going to stop there because I'm at 10 minutes. So, that's it. Just keep shining side up. See you guys down the road. See you tonight when I do my thing.